Hey, what's going on everyone? Andrew from ONT Games here, and today we're talking UFC Glasgow. Now, definitely not the best night for Scottish fighters, and I did not like the main event. A little bit biased there. Gunny Nelson is my favorite fighter. He's kind of been my favorite fighter. He's kind of the guy who got me into MMA, and he's been, I'd say, top 2 of my favorite guys to watch with Chris Weidman. But we'll get to that later. I'm just going to touch on a few fights, so let's get into it. Now, the first fight I want to talk about is the co-main event. Jojo Calderwood taking on Cynthia Calvillo. Now, this was a great fight. A lot of stories behind this. You know, Jojo fighting in her hometown of Glasgow. Not just Scotland, but her hometown where she trains, well, half her camp anyways. Calvillo, up-and-comer, Dana White compared the feelings she gets about her to the feeling he got with Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey. That's not a small feat. That's a big deal. Jojo missed weight. There's a lot of beef at the weigh-ins, almost getting in a fist fight. And overall, this fight, it proved its worth. It was their classic striker versus grappler. Calvillo got the unanimous decision win, but I thought both these ladies put on a hell of a fight. Jojo kept her distance so well using those front kicks that she loves to use so much. You see in every one of her fights. But Calvillo is just incredible. Don't sleep on her striking, first of all. She threw some powerful strikes at Jojo. But her ability just to maul you is incredible. End of the first round, specifically end of the third, it seemed like she just said, all right, enough's enough. And she got the takedown and got to your back like she's a magnet to it. It's incredible. Going forward, both these girls are definitely 125ers. I mean, they both struggle to make this weight, although Calvillo's never missed it. Jojo did miss it. But I'd say, yeah, going forward, 125 for both these girls. And it'd be interesting to see, Calvillo's ranked 14. She just took out number 8. Give her a good fight. Maybe Michelle Watterson could be a good fight, but somewhere in that kind of range would be a good test for her. Now, the next fight, the main event, and I am heartbroken to talk about, is Gunnar Nelson and Santiago Ponzinibbio. Now, this was going to be a pretty good fight, like the other fight, striker versus grappler. Gunny's just taken down and choked out every person he's fought, pretty much. And he got knocked out. It was a pretty horrific knockout in the first round. He got tagged. He was dazed, trying to recover, blocked a few shots, and then took us straight to the chin, and that was the end. Gotta give props to Ponzinibbio, though. He's a real threat at 170 now. I think he could strike with anybody in that division, and it'd be interesting to see what kind of fight he gets next. But yeah, heartbroken, my boy Gunny Nelson, taking the L, but it's alright. He did, like he said in the post-fight, he did get greedy, not cocky, but greedy. He was doing pretty well on the feet, and I guess he was trying to go for a finish, even though all before the fight he's been saying, I'm not going to be crazy. My new strategy is to think about the plan, capitalize on mistakes, that kind of thing. So he was running around with his chin up, and he got caught, and that's the way the fighting game goes. You get caught, you get clipped, and you don't remember what happened. Tough loss, but like I said, all credit to Ponzinibbio. He looked like a real threat going forward, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens next. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like and hit that subscribe button. Feel free to follow us on Twitter at ONT Games. Get updates whenever we drop new videos. Then we got the Long Island card coming up next week. My second favorite fighter, up there with Gunny. Chris Weidman's main eventing that against Kevin Gastelum. Week after that, we got the huge UFC 214 card, so stay tuned for that. And we'll see you next time.